Joe Don Baker dies at 89. Cause of death confirmed. Final words remembered. May 16, 2025, Nashville, Tennessee. Joe Don Baker, the tough-as-nails actor who brought quiet depth to some of cinema's most hard-edged characters, has died at 89. Best known for his role in Walking Tall and his memorable appearances in the James Bond franchise, Baker passed away peacefully at his home in Nashville from complications related to congestive heart failure, his family confirmed. His final words, according to his niece, were soft but full of meaning. Let the stories live longer than I do. The man behind the myth. To those who knew him from the silver screen, Joe Don Baker was the embodiment of Southern steel. But behind the big roles and bigger voice was a man of remarkable humility. Born in the small Texas town of Groesbeck on February 12, 1936, Joe Don grew up amid modest surroundings, raised by a family rooted in faith, hard work, and honesty. He carried those values with him through every role he played and every set he walked on. Before he was ever an actor, he was a storyteller. He loved yarns, said longtime friend and fellow actor Sam Waterston. You could hand him a 2-line script and he'd turn it into a 3-act play. A career that refused to be boxed in. Baker's path to Hollywood wasn't glamorous. He earned a drama degree from the University of North Texas, studied acting in New York, and paid his dues with countless television appearances. He had grit, not connections. Persistence, not privilege. Then came Walking Tall in 1973, a low-budget drama about a real-life Tennessee sheriff who declared war on local corruption. It was raw, relentless, and unforgettable. Baker's performance made Buford Pusser a household name and catapulted him to stardom. The film made millions. Studios came calling, but Joe Don never chased the spotlight. Instead, he sought characters with edges and contradictions. He played war heroes, dirty cops, CIA operatives, even cold-blooded villains. As Brad Whitaker in The Living Daylights, he was chilling. As Jack Wade in GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies, he was unexpectedly warm and funny, a rare American foil in Bond's British world. His ability to shift from menace to mirth set him apart. The quiet years. By the early 2000s, Baker had largely stepped away from acting. He settled into a quieter life in Tennessee, where he spent his days reading history, visiting old friends, and writing poetry, a passion few knew he had. He wrote pages and pages of poems about sunsets, about old dogs, about dusty roads, said his niece, Lisa Baker. He was always chasing beauty in the simple things. Though he received several honors, including a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Texas Film Hall of Fame, he was never one for award shows or red carpets. If you're doing it for applause, you're in the wrong job, he once told a student during a rare guest lecture at Vanderbilt University. Final moments. Baker's final days were filled with peace, according to those close to him. He was surrounded by family, old film colleagues, and close friends. He wanted music playing, said Lisa. So we played Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and a little blues. That's how he went out, smiling, mouthing the words. His last words, "Let the stories live longer than I do," reflect a legacy built not just on screen credits, but on emotional resonance. He didn't just act, said friend and director Martha Coolidge. He carried truth into the frame. Remembering a screen legend. The outpouring of tributes has been massive. Clint Eastwood released a statement calling Baker a rare breed, tough without the ego, kind without the mask. Quentin Tarantino, who cited Baker as one of his early influences, called him a pure soul of cinema. Fans have been sharing clips from his films on social media, many highlighting lesser-known performances in Edge of Darkness, The Natural, and the gritty police drama Mitchell. Even younger generations, some who know him only through streaming platforms, are discovering what older audiences always knew. Joe Don Baker made you feel something. A legacy beyond the screen. Beyond acting, Baker contributed anonymously to several arts initiatives in Texas and Tennessee, supporting rural theater groups, school drama departments, and struggling playwrights. He never wanted his name on buildings, said one foundation director. He wanted the kids to have curtains, lights, and a chance. He also mentored countless young actors, not through formal programs, but through personal phone calls, handwritten letters, and quiet encouragement. He made me believe I could do this, one rising actor posted online. He called me kiddo and told me to never fake it. always bring the truth. What comes next? The family plans to hold a private service in Nashville, followed by a public celebration of life later this summer in Los Angeles. In lieu of flowers, they've asked for donations to the newly established Joe Don Baker Arts Fund, aimed at supporting performing arts programs in underserved communities. His longtime publicist, Margaret Chen, closed her statement with a line Baker once used in an interview: "You don't have to be famous to make a difference. Just be real. People remember real." A final curtain call. Joe Don Baker's name may not top the list of most glamorous stars, but to those who love cinema, real cinema, he's carved into its backbone. He was the guy who never had to raise his voice to command a room, the actor who didn't need a monologue to say everything, the kind of legend whose silence spoke volumes. He's gone now, but like the best scenes in film, his memory lingers in the air long after the credits roll. Rest easy, Joe Don. The stories will live on.